Yo, what's going on everyone? Johnny Kevin Bright here. Today I want to talk to you guys about clarity in the future through self-reflection. Again, clarity in the future through self-reflection. So, I was inspired to shoot this video simply because, I've been going at this whole thing for a while. Being on camera, putting myself out there on social media, trying to, working on my online business and working on becoming the person that I really want to become, who is going to inspire people, move people, motivate people, help people transform their lives. I've been going at this for almost 2 years now. Now that's realistically, that's not a long time. I mean, you got guys like Bob Proctor, you got guys like Gary Vaynerchuk, you got guys like Grant Cardone, like Jim Quick. You got like all these type of guys, Oprah Winfrey, all these women, the CEO, I forget her name, from Facebook. But you got all these successful people out there who have been through the trenches and who have gone through pretty much like going through the dirt, to get to where they are today. And they've done it. They've been doing it for the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And so my little puny 2-year journey is not something to kind of like dwell over, or it's not something that I could say that, I haven't reached success, like the level of success that, all these other folks, and not to compare, that's not what I'm trying to say here. I'm just trying to say that, this is life, and it's a marathon, it's a lifelong journey. And so as I begin to reflect back on these past 2 years, I have grown a lot. I have really grown a lot, I'm not the same person who I used to be, that's for damn sure. I'm not the same person who I used to be, and I think the thing that's egging me the most right now is the fact that I'm really, I know there's some things that I need to adjust, there's some things that I need to attack that can help me become or get closer to that person who I really aspire to become. And I'm beginning to be more aware of that, and a lot of it has to do simply with just like the mind, I am physically able, you know what I mean? Like I'm pretty, in shape, I'm young. I can still run and jump and lift weights and all that stuff. I'm physically able. It's just all about being mentally able at this point and willing to just do it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just do it. I feel strongly about a lot of things that are going on in my life right now, from a personal level, from a spiritual level, and I feel like there's some areas to where it's like I need to shine some light on and take some action on. And like I said, as I reflect, self-reflection, as I continue to just reflect on the decisions that I made in the past, and what has all led up to this point, I see where I have made a mistake there, or I could have did something different here. And as I think about, all those things that I did, it makes me more like humble, it makes me more like, appreciative, about the things that I do still have, and about where I'm currently at right now, and everything that I've done, has all led up to this point right here, right? So what am I doing? Well, I have returned back to work. I'm doing part-time retail job right now. I still work for my friends who live in Australia. I'm like their assistant. I respond to their emails and to their leads and things like that. And I have Airbnb. Like I still do Airbnb. Like this room that I'm standing in right now is actually like one of the rooms that I rent out. I can give you guys just a little look around. I still got to put the comforter on the bed. But yeah, I'm just kind of like sneaking into this room before my guest arrives, because it's like awesome light through the window. Love it. But what else am I doing? And then I'm still running my own business as well. I email my list every single day. I post on social media every single day. And now I'm working on posting on YouTube, kind of like documenting my journey every single day, and just sharing like little golden nuggets that I come across in my life, that I've like knowledge that's been passed down from me, and all I intend to do is share it with you guys, So it's just like I said, self-reflection, just reflecting back on who you were and like why you got started in the first place. Like that's I don't want to say like that's what I keep asking myself, but like that's what I'm doing right now. I don't do this all the time. That's what I'm doing right now because I feel like this in this moment, it's almost like a crack in the road. And you know, of like I said, 2 years of all the things that I've done prior to this moment, it's like, okay, I know, I understand. This is what you did right. This is what you did wrong. This is what you could have did better. Not that I'm beating myself up or judging myself, like, you know, to the core, but just bringing some awareness to how I got here and like what's good now. Okay, based on what happened back then, how could you take what you learned from and use it now to kind of like go to that next step? Like that's really where I genuinely stand with you guys right now, you know. And I just really wanted to bring some attention to that because I think this is something, like I said, sharing with you guys. I think that this is something that we all can do from time to time, maybe twice a year or maybe once a quarter, you know, 4 times a year. But for me, I think this is the first time that I'm doing this for myself this year. Just looking back, and just thinking, you know, about who I really like, and you gotta get real serious about this. Like, who do you really want to become? And the person you want to become is not the person who you are right now. And so, like, how do you just like act just like that? How do you just like act like that person? And like I said, self-reflection. Who were you when you were making those decisions? How did you feel? You know, where was your level of conscious thinking? How much were you aware of what you were doing back then? Because the things that I know now, I wouldn't do them moving forward. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys, I think that we're all in this together. If you want to be positive, then yes, we're all in this together. If you want to stay the same, then maybe I can be a coach or a mentor to you. And if you don't bother to change, then maybe you can talk to some of the folks who want to change, you know, because there's always people who are either going to be pulling you up, or people who are going to be on the same level as you, or people who you're going to be pulling up. It's always this let's say ladder of wealth, let's say, because we all want to rise to the top of our own potential. There is no me versus you, it's only me versus me. And so I'm pretty much to the point where it's like, and I was talking to my friends earlier today on a masterminding call. We were talking about just like surrounding yourself, not only with people who you are like-minded with, but surround yourself, or try this. Like, and this is something that I'm going to try. I'm going to try surrounding myself with people who are doing what I want to do. And so what that really would look like is, like, there was this young man who I visited about a month ago, last month, I think, maybe almost 6 weeks ago. There was this young man who I visited in Newport Beach, California, and he's a speaker, and he's an entrepreneur, author. The young man, I reached out to him on Instagram, and I asked him if I could come interview him, and he said yes. And so, long story short, I went out to Newport, I interviewed him, but, you know, as I'm sitting there and I'm talking to him, I'm just like, wow, this guy's, I can feel his level of confidence. I can feel kind of like, it's almost like when you meet somebody and you can feel that they have a lot of miles, you know, they have a lot of miles underneath their feet, and that they've gone through a lot. Like, you can really feel that. You can really pick that up in their energy. But I think my goal is going to be to continuously reach out to those people and see if I can just put myself in their presence, like put myself in their space, because those people, I feel like at this moment, I feel like those people are the ones who are going to help me get to where they are. Because I feel like the people who I connect with, for surely, but, you know, we're all on the same level, I feel like those people are only here to support, you know, because we're always going to have people who support us. We're always going to be on the same level, on the same page, you know what I mean? And so I feel like at this moment, I feel like those people are the ones who's going to get me up to that next level. And then as you get up, you bring up your friends, you know what I mean? Like, that's just how it is. You bring people up with you. You don't just take off and just leave people. But that's only, of course, if people want to be left behind and if people don't want to move forward. So, like I said, you versus you. reflect. Always self-reflect. You know, let's look back. Let's look at, you know, who we were then, how we made decisions based on what. Was it based on logic? Was it based on feelings? You know, like, and just pay attention to that. Just really pay attention to that. So that's all I got for today, guys. I hope this video found you well. I hope you guys are out there crushing your goals. And if you ever like to reach out to me, mastermind, maybe meet up, like, you know, in person, I'm always open to do so, man. So with that being said, if you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn that bell on, because I'm releasing these bad boys every single day. If I don't want to or not, you know, that's a commitment that I'm making to myself. So I'm going to be here every single day. I'm planning on doing this for a year straight, just to see how things go. Just to see where this damn thing can take me, you know. So, yeah, I guess that's it for today. I will speak with you guys tomorrow. Peace out, guys.